to life is thank you. We celebrate our wins before they're even apparent, before they appear. Our first notion was the celebration of the fact that we're alive. We say thank you regardless if it's going to be a good day or a bad day. We don't know what's going to happen today. But that doesn't matter. But the first thing we do, the first thing that we engage in is always thank you. I'm alive. I have the opportunity to live, to love, to share, to bless, to expand, to acknowledge. These ideas are pure gold. This is to acknowledge that you're in control. This is the day that the Lord hath made. Beyond expectation, beyond dependency, I didn't need to know that this was going to happen. I suppose a child would be in gratitude when they open their eyes if it was like Christmas morning. Oh, Santa Claus brought us some gifts, so I'm happy today. And there's great innocence in that should be appreciated. It's just that it was the external expectations that drove or that was fueling the intent to be grateful. And as we mature, we remove the dependency.
The mic's off.
We remove the dependency on any specific event or thing that's supposed to happen, calendar date or what have you. It's the opportunity to exist, to share, to shine, to heal, to move forward, to get closer with ourselves. Here's what's beautiful about that. And we don't necessarily mention it much, but it's your vibration. It's your state of being that is responsible for the climate and condition of your experience. It seems so simple. It's just that it's not something that we acknowledge on a daily basis, or most people don't acknowledge on a daily basis. It's our frame of reference. It's our vibration. It's our mood that decides what type of day this will be today. It's how we feel now that's responsible for what happens next. It's how we feel now that's responsible for what happens next, not us assuming or expecting something from life and we're gonna, basically fold our arms and sit and wait for life to give us a reason to be happy, to be grateful. This is a space of dependency. This is emotional and spiritual immaturity. You want life to perform for you without you making decisions. You deciding that this is a beautiful experience, that this is, or you being alive is worth celebrating. You have to decide that when you open your eyes in the morning, oh shit, I woke up today. Is that not a reason to be grateful? I mean, subtly, it's a very subtle acknowledgement. There's no direct stimuli, like you ain't get up and somebody gave you a suckle. It's just like, nah, I'm alive. That is the blessing. That is more than a reason for me to celebrate, for me to be happy, for me to feel enthusiastic. Now we're talking about reasons. It's just that What's necessary to acknowledge is that you are the first stone. You are responsible for the domino effect. Yeah, you are responsible for the domino effect. You. Life itself is responding to you and your decisions. Life is responding to you, beloved. Your disposition. And let me reel it back a little bit because it goes a little deeper than that. Some may feel, well, I'm not happy. I don't feel good in the morning. It's like, that's okay too. That's okay too. Watch what's happening, gang. That's okay too. Because the celebration of life wasn't necessarily connected to an emotional distortion. The celebration of life is not connected to an emotional distortion. No, this is not about you have to be happy, you have to celebrate, you have to smile. Gratitude has everything to do with the peace that's within the heart space, that's eternal. We talked about this before, come on. You don't have to be happy. You don't have to be joyous and celebrate and whatnot. Once again, it was about peace. It was about being peaceful. To acknowledge gratitude, to be thankful, had nothing to do with an emotional state. It was about a sense of being. Before you decide to engage with the spectrums of emotion, peace was an acknowledgement of the gratitude of being thankful to be alive. It wasn't about being happy. It wasn't about being sad either. It wasn't about being cynical either. Beyond those temporary emotions, a sense of presence to acknowledge that you are is a celebration. It is gratitude. And it's beyond the temporary emotional experiences that we have. That's another thing to acknowledge. It's beyond emotions, beyond dependency, beyond force. It's a sense of being. It's a state of being, conscious being. No, we're not playing mental games. The worst thing you can do is to try to be fake happy. Oh, it's such a wonderful day. I'm in pain. Well, no, that's not what this is about. That's a problem too. That's when we speak of, when we talk about this spiritual bypass thing. Spiritual bypass having everything to do with one forcing emotions, forcing a mood for show, based on expectation. Oh, I'm supposed to be healing. I should be happy. I'm supposed to be happy. I'm practicing meditation. I'm supposed to be happy. No, nobody's asking you to do that. We're talking about a return to eternity. The eternal state. The sustainable state, which is the truth of you. Emotions are temporary. Who you are as a creator being, you're eternal. And you have a state that's eternal. You have a state that doesn't go anywhere. You have a state that's beyond one's own willpower. You can, of course, you can decide to be happy. You can decide to be sad. But beyond those decisions, your sense of presence, your natural state is peace. You don't have to say anything to be in gratitude. You don't have to project any emotion to be in gratitude. Gratitude has everything to do with a conscious acknowledgement of your presence. A conscious acknowledgement of your presence. It doesn't have to be connected to any emotion. I'm alive, therefore I am blessed. I'm here, no doubt. Reverence. And this is the state beyond any emotional distortions. We talk about before you decide to engage with emotions, when you first wake up in the morning, the acknowledgement of your presence alone, beyond expectation whatsoever, is this space of gratitude that we speak of. I'm here. Thank you, God, I'm here. That's a thing. Now that I'm thankful that I'm here, let me focus my energy on taking care of my needs. The things that would allow me to heal any frustration or anger or disappointment that I may harbor in this now moment. No doubt about it. And it's an automatic system that we can choose to engage with, to accept. When there's no expectations, when there's a letting go. I say all of that to say this. It's in your engagement in this space, this state, beyond any manipulation or interference, that's responsible for the blessings that you intend to experience. That connects with the statement that we say often: when you need nothing, it's all yours. When you need nothing, it's all yours. Now, if you take when you take this bird's eye view of that statement, you'll realize that by default, life is a blessing. Life is here to stimulate you, to bless you, to provide you with that which would be stimulating. By default, you didn't have to do anything for life to be a blessing or life to bless you today. Now, if you leave it up to the positive thinking philosophy in that whole community, oh, you got to think positive about this and think positive about that. That's one attempting to, or one feeling that it's necessary for me to do something for life to be a blessing or life to provide me with beautiful experiences. Oh no, you got to think positive first and then beautiful things will take place. There's a lot of distortion in that. Now, granted, you can enhance and cater to more loving experiences through your active engagement in deciding your emotional state. But at the same time, your experience is not dependent on your emotional decisions. Well, I have to be happy first and then something nice will happen. No, that's not it. That's dependency. That means I have to do something for something beautiful to take place or me to experience more blessings. No, you wrote this story. You're here to experience blessings. That is an eternal truth. That is an eternal spiritual truth. You're here to experience blessings. This is a blessing. I am alive. Therefore I am blessed. Not I am happy, therefore I am blessed. That's a statement based on dependency. No, I am, therefore I am blessed, which means you simply being is an indication of you being blessed, of this existence of yours being a blessing. It wasn't necessary for you to do something or feel a particular way for you to experience blessings. And I'll say it again because, once again, the positive thinking community feels that it's necessary for me to do these things and project these ideas and make a vision board and smile all the time and be thankful and be happy and do stuff for people in order for my life to be a blessing. Let me do stuff for people. Let me do these things. Let me give without taking money and volunteer my time and this, and then life is going to be nice. No, that's an error in consciousness. By default, this is a blessing.